My hipster scale went up like 4.78 points just from this hair. Hey BookTube, what's up? Today I'm going to be giving you guys my August book haul and wrap up. This month I bought 10 books and I read 12. It's not the best I've ever done, but I'm kind of getting more content with it the more I think about it. I'm still kind of on the come down from BookTubeathon, so you just kind of have to like factor that into my reading statistics. I haven't read any of the books I bought. I will be telling you if I can give you a synopsis, what it's about, why I picked it, something of that sort. And then with the books that I read, I'm just going to tell you what I thought about them. So let's get to it. Alright, so first up is the actual book haul. I don't really remember the order in which I bought them, so we're just gonna go with it. I bought Dear Nobody, The True Diary of Mary Rose. With diaries, a lot of the times there's not really a synopsis, but it's pretty much just about a girl going through high school normally who feels very lonely. She kind of feels like a freak, and I definitely love diary stories just like that. There doesn't have to be a big romance, nothing huge has to happen in their lives. I just really like reading about just somebody going through high school. Like if you've ever read Go Ask Alice by Anonymous, like I loved that book. I need more books like that in my life, so if you have any recommendations, please leave them below. Then I have Skinny by Ivy Caslick. Butchered that name. I got this for 99 cents from the book outlet when they had their huge YA sale. I had been eyeing it in Barnes & Noble for a while. I just never got around to picking it up, and I mean like 99-cent books. What else are you gonna do but buy them? This is told from the perspective of two different sisters. One is a huge track star, the other is an anorexic, and it's kind of just about them going through life dealing with the different types of stress that they deal with on a daily basis. As somebody who has suffered from so many different types of mental illness, I'm always interested in what these books have to say about them, so Skinny is definitely going to be a good read for me. Then I have Alienated by Melissa Landers. Kelly from Kelly's Booksville does not shut up about this book, so I had to pick it up. Literally, I was in Barnes & Noble one day and she was just like, you have to get Alienated. And I was just like, I've wanted it for a while, so why not? Basically, this novel takes place in a world where contact with aliens has already been made, and the first alien exchange student goes to this girl Kara's school. And I'm pretty sure she falls in love with him, and so does everybody else. I love stories, I love aliens, so this book seems epic. I know there's a sequel too. I don't know when the sequel is coming out, but I definitely want to read it before the sequel. Then I have Inland by Kat Rosenfield. I've heard mixed reviews about this one. Basically, it's about a girl who moved to the Midwest and, you know, she never felt comfortable there. Finally, her and her dad moved back to the coastline where her mom drowned, and she finally feels like at home, like she can breathe again. And it's kind of like sci-fi-ish, like she's drawn to the ocean. I don't really know where this book is gonna go, but it seems pretty cool. I don't know. If you've read Inland, let me know what you think of it, because I've heard some people love it and some people hate it. And then I have the first 3 books in the Lunar Chronicles series by Marissa Meyer. Basically, this is a series about a cyborg, which is awesome. And there is so much hype around these books that I just had to go and get them. I don't understand how you can be on BookTube and not have heard about Cinder. It's one of those series that I can tell just by looking at it that I'm going to love it, so I cannot wait to start reading them. I know there's going to be 2 more in the series, and I'm one for like super long series. I love them, so that even adds to more as to why I think I'm going to love Cinder. Then I have The Duff Designated Ugly Fat Friend by, I actually don't know who it's by. This is one of those books that has a half face, but it's impossible to do a book and face with. I don't really know what this is about. I always feel terrible when I do book hauls because I never know what to tell you guys. Basically, I picked this up because of one of the book clubs that I'm hosting called the Power of Bookworms. This is our September book for the month. You should definitely join the group. The link will be below. But I've heard so many great things about this book. Every single time somebody looks for a book suggestion for like a book club, somebody recommends The Duff. So I want to read it. And then finally for my book haul, I have Fangirl and Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I don't know why I bought the collector's edition. I kind of like the cover better. I know. It is ridiculous that I haven't read any Rainbow Rowell books yet, but I realized that I kind of want to build up the collection of all of her works before reading any of her books like I did with John Green. What's really funny about my copy of Fangirl is that my contemporary shelf is the bottom shelf of my bookshelf, and I have a rabbit, and he ate like maybe up to there on the cover, so I don't even know where I put the other book, but I literally bought a new copy of Fangirl because I needed this cover. That's how desperate I am for my books to be in perfect condition. I literally spent $26 to have this copy of Fangirl. As you can see, he kind of ate this one too, but that one's not so bad. Everybody loves Rainbow Rowell, so I definitely had to pick one of her books up, and now I have 2. This is another couple of books that I know I'm going to love before I even pick them up. I don't know how I haven't read them yet, but I am definitely going to. I really want to read them next month. So maybe you'll see these again in my September wrap-up. And that is the book haul. And now for the wrap-up portion of this video. The first book I read this month was Rebel by Amy Tintera. Last month during BookTubeathon week, I read Reboot, which is the first in this dystopian duology, and I loved it. I obviously had to pick up Rebel. This book was actually really good. I kind of didn't That was weird. I didn't have high expectations for it because I didn't think I'd like it more than I liked Reboot, but I kind of like them equally. This is exactly how you wrap up the end of a dystopian series. It was really, really well done. It's a very, very interesting world. Basically just a quick synopsis of the series. When you die in this world, you get to reboot, which means you kind of wake up and get to live again. And when you reboot, you wake up with superhuman abilities. And now the longer that you're dead, the less human you are, so you have more superhuman abilities. And so it centers around this girl, Ren, who is 178 is her number, so she was dead 178 minutes before she rebooted, which is like crazy. And then Callum, who is a 22. Total polar opposites, but it is a really great series and you need to pick it up. Then I have Taken and Frozen by Aaron Dalman. I buddy read Taken with Kelly's book spill, and then we talked about Frozen a lot. I really, really loved this series too. It's becoming a trilogy. I thought it was a duology. Thank God. Both of these are really good. I actually liked Frozen a bit more than Taken, which is weird for me because I hate sequels. But this dystopian takes place in a world where when you turn 18, you're a boy, you're taken, and you're gone forever. And it's all about this boy named Gray whose brother gets taken, and he finds out some really crazy stuff that went on in his life, and it's just, oh my god, these books go in so many different directions and you really, really need to pick them up. It's getting really close to leave for work, so we're going to try and wrap this up really quickly. Then I read Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephenie Perkins. Love Stephenie Perkins books. Oh my gosh. Anna was amazing. Lola was really, really good too. I definitely didn't like it as much as I liked Anna, but Lola, just, I loved the plot of it. I loved the characters. Everything about it was perfect, and if you loved Anna, you will love Lola. Then I read Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I read this for Katriana from the Little Book Owl's Little Book Club. I was actually in the live show that we had last Sunday. I'll put a link to the live show below if you want to watch it. This book really, really took me by surprise. I did not expect to like it at all, especially it had a little bit of a slow start, but once I got into it, I could not put it down. Even if you don't appreciate gaming, like, everyone can find something they like in this book, and you should definitely pick it up. Then I read the Percy Jackson series by Riordan. I am obsessed with this series. Oh my god. This is the first time I read that, which is really surprising because these books have been out forever and everyone loves them, but I am just so in love with Percy Jackson. Oh my god. I did a full series review that is also spoiler-free on my channel. I'll link that below as well. But honestly, if you've never picked up Percy Jackson, you absolutely need to, like yesterday. Then I read Island Happily Ever After by Stephenie Perkins. Have to admit, did not love this one as much as the others. There has been so much hype surrounding Isla, and I was so ready for an amazing conclusion to this companion series, and I just, I really didn't love it. I really wanted to review it, but it would be my first review where I had more bad things to say than good things, and I don't really know if I want to do that. If you want to know my thoughts on Isla, leave me a comment below, and maybe if enough people tell me to do it, I'll actually do a full review of it. I don't know. I read it really quickly. I did not enjoy it as much as the others. There were parts that I absolutely loved in this book, but I really didn't like a lot of other stuff. I don't know. There's been a lot of mixed reviews for this one too, so I'm curious to know what you guys thought of Isla. And then finally, I read New Moon by Stephenie Meyer. I read this over the course of the entire month of the Twilight read-along that I talk about in every single video that I make. This is another one that I did a live show with this past Sunday. I'll leave that live show below as well. But I loved Twilight. I love New Moon more than I did the first time I read it when I was like 13. So Twilight is definitely worth a reread, let me tell you. So that is my August book haul and wrap up. I felt kind of indifferent to reading this month. I don't know. I didn't think I did the best that I ever did, but I didn't think I did the worst. I read a lot of great stuff. I bought a lot of great stuff. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!